we're Slut Magic, and we're so excited to play Loud Women Fest in London at Rich Mix on September 7th, and we can't wait to see you guys.
Woo!
Yeah!
Yay!
Jen, you want to do
Son
it?
of a bitch. I don't know. I was like, it's changed so much.
It's changed so much.
Let's see here. An aggressive train ride into gosh.
With lots of mac and cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, glitter is usually the word that we use.
If there's glitter and surfing in hell.
With meat pies.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't really tell you.
This is great, guys. We're off.
There's a guitar and a bass
yeah.
and a drum set and a singer and a violin.
Yeah, throw them all together and see what happens. And there's a lot of different shit that comes out.
Less clothes are on by the end of the set.
And hopefully someone doesn't pass out.
Usually someone's
looking
about
at you,
to pass
Jen.
out.
Sometimes Jen lays down on the stage. That's
Jen brings the drama.
I take a nap.
So a live experience.
It is an experience, yes.
People that come to our shows like to get specific outfits for our shows, like things that they wouldn't wear otherwise. Yeah.
I will say that I haven't, like, we've been playing for a long time, and no one has ever come up to me and said, that was really good. They have come up to me and said, that was really fun. So.
I think fun is the most appropriate adjective for something.
The Dorises. Yeah, one of my favorites.
Doris?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
No, technically I Doris, right?
Yeah.
That's that. Okay. Yeah. I just, in my head, it's the Dorises.
It's because they're all named Doris. It was. There was something, like, I think we were playing at the same time as them, right? Like, Slut Magic had been around, like, as Loud Women was being formed. And then I remember going to an I, Doris show, and they all introduced themselves as Doris. And then I think it crept into my head where we would start introducing ourselves as other band names. It wasn't exactly the same, but we'll get on stage and sometimes say, hi, we're Radiohead, or hi,
Tom York. Good to be back in Akron.
So yeah, that's a little bit of an inspiration from I, Doris.
I feel like we should each answer. We might each have.
Yeah, we've all got an opinion on this one.
I would say the two that I mean, it changes all the time, obviously. If I had to narrow it down, it would probably be Shut the Fuck Up, which is our first like Slut Magic song that we ever wrote. And it's just like every time we perform it, people go crazy and afterwards are like, I love that so much. I relate to it so much. And like the reaction to it, like even though we get sick of it sometimes, the reaction to it is always just, it's so fantastic and it's so fun to perform. And yeah, it was, I think we're looking to like re-record it because we only have this one recording, the like live recording we did a long time ago. But I'll just go with that one. Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
I guess we're sharing a screen. Okay. I would, mine is Trauma Queen, the title track of the album Trauma Queen. So much like heart and soul went into every aspect of that song, and we got so many different artists involved. Like once we had written it, the visual artists and animators and the designers that came along to like make merch for it. It was like an octopus of collaboration. Yeah. And it makes me cry. I still won't listen to it or watch the video because I weep.
Yeah, but that song, it's funny because every year there comes a point where we play it and someone's like, God, it's so applicable. And there's like a catharsis that comes out of, doing it again. Yeah, that's my favorite music video for sure. And my favorites, I love Shut the Fuck Up. I'm like the only one, maybe Jen also, but I haven't gotten tired of it yet. Because I think this guy's been playing it for like 8 years. So I came at year 7. So it hasn't, the magic hasn't worn off, but I also have the most fun part, honestly. It's like, a little busy, a little bit of a workout. There was a song that we started maybe like 3 years ago. Called Clown Face. You guys knew I was gonna say this, right?
Yeah.
And it ended up being, it was a little complicated. We had to like set it aside for a minute because Jen came along and we were throwing her in on bass with everything. So this went on the back burner, but I campaigned heavily and complained loudly for the next 3 years for us to play it, and finally we're doing it again. So anyway, that's my favorite. You guys will probably get to hear it.
Yeah. It's actually kind of crazy because everybody said my top 3 like in that order. Because I mean, for context, it was like I'm actually like, I have my phone on the side like looking through like the list of songs right now because I joined like 2 years ago, and 2 years ago was when hot boyfriend convinced or peer pressured, threatened. I don't really know what it was. Maybe encouraged if we want some. I don't know, but I am here now. Like, and I've learned to play bass, and I've learned over like 25 songs. And then, I think we're approaching 30 now at this point. It's just
it's more than that. Yeah, I think we counted like 45 or something crazy.
Yeah, I was just learning songs like left and right and just in a complete daze. But those 3 songs stuck out to me, and it's incredible that everybody like like Shut the Fuck Up was my favorite song of all time when I was still a Slut Magic fan. And then Trauma Queen with the violin like just made me feel, and then Clown Face was the most recent song that I finally just shedded my fears to just try to learn and to hone. So that was kind of insane. I guess like the song that I might resort to now is probably Show Me. That was like the first song that I learned that I really like. I think that was like the pivotal moment where I was like, I'm in Slut Magic, and I was able to like be free on stage. And that was like the first time that I actually just like let myself go crazy, and then got like noisy, and then it was lovely. And I think every time Show Me plays too, like during like this really noisy, crazy section where we just go super unhinged, like we just leave like people just going like, yo, and it's great. So that's it.
Yeah,
Jen
I
usually
see what Jen is doing, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks like I'm asleep on stage.
Yeah, because
Jen does.
She usually knocks a part of my drum set over. It's like a tradition that we have now. Yeah,
it started as me just hitting the cymbal because I thought it was funny, and then one time I just got clumsy and I just knocked over Shannon's whole cymbal stand. And then so you see me kind of like starting to be in it, but then you see like a part of me go like, oh, I'm so sorry, Shannon.
No, my bad.
Jen will be thrown on the stage and then apologizing to like, the establishment for destroying their things.
Have a sponsor that pays for all of our stuff. that would be great, but doesn't want any creative control at all. I don't know. That's we can just do all the things. But
I think Tokyo would love us.
Yo, yes,
Like,
Japan.
Tokyo.
Oh my God.
Asia.
I've been wanting to go take Slut Magic to Japan for a long time. We did Fashion Week in Paris, like we played Fashion Week, which was friggin' wild.
yeah, it was amazing.
That was insane.
That absolutely just inflated my ego.
Yeah, when you have an army of like makeup and hair people like swirling around you in the midst of like all the preparation, it's that like I was puffed up too. I didn't get my nails done, but it's fine. I'll get over that soon.
I don't know what else would be like.
What about you, Jen?
Well, I don't know if it's like my dream, but I know that I have two. I remember one time Emma shared a dream she had that we were on Jimmy Kimmel. And I really want that.
Shannon.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck
Was that your dream?
I don't know. It's like
No.
Do you mean an actual dream, like you were like someone was asleep and they dreamt this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I think no. I like a dream, like a sleeping, went to sleep dream that Emma had that we ended up on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy this or Jimmy that. It was unclear, but a Jimmy late night. My personal dream is for us to play in a corporate museum benefactor event.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we are right on the edge, Jen. So
Anybody can make that
time
happen.
to start pulling those strings.
I don't know, but we gotta.
I would like to get thrown out of somewhere, actually. Like, I would like to be, like, after we go to Japan, maybe we'll get banned.
You want
Like,
to
I would like that. I think that would be fun. I think
I think we managed to get ourselves like semi-banned from that one venue in was it Louisville, Kentucky? Where I broke the drum set.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We borrowed a very cute, it was sort of fragile vintage little drum set with like red fur on the bass drum, and I just got too excited, played a little too hard, and like one of the legs sort of like snapped. You had to like
very strong. Shannon's very strong.
I didn't realize. I thought I was like taking it easy. I'm like looking at the thing going, okay, this is fine. Just be gentle, bro. But we had to shut it down about a third of the way in because everything went sideways. I had Emma like trying to sit on the thing and I'm like stretching my leg out to keep going. But yeah,
Actually,
it was still a good show.
Bucket list item. I want to play a Christian festival and then surprise everyone. Like I would love to, like we call ourselves the Handsome Friends.
Yep.
And then we show up and we're like, gotcha, we're Slut Magic. And this one's called Shut the Fuck Up. And this one's called God is a Bad Dumb. And this one's called
That's pretty good, actually.
That's actually really fun. Let's do that.
Besides the obvious that
I mean,
cis hetero men suck.
As a girl drummer, I would love to get to the point, we're not there yet, where people don't need to like point that out to me. It's like, oh, you're a girl drummer, and I'm like, okay. If it could just be normalized, and it's gotten better. But there's like still a novelty. I would love for it to just not be a novelty anymore.
Yeah. I think it is getting definitely better, especially in where we are in Brooklyn. It seems like there's a lot more, every different gender and identity seems to be getting more representation, which is awesome. But no, it's really great to like have women and non-binary people like in the audience and then like come up to us afterward and like see a little bit of themselves in us. That happened with like a younger girl that came to one of our shows, and it was a Asbury Punk Fest, and I I don't know, she was probably like 13 or 14.
14, yeah.
We just like really vibed, and it just like, it was clear that what we were doing like inspired her to want to do her art. And it just like, that's, for me, that's like what's so important about it, is like people seeing themselves reflected back in us. And, you know, even if they are hetero men and they're like, oh, I can wear a dress on stage, or I can, you know, like, it's, I don't know, it's really nice.
Yeah. Jen and I used to work together in the music industry, and I'm gonna go with Jen's answer. Cis het straight guys suck, and there's just no more need in the world for another guy DJ or a guy playing bass, drums, or guitar, or lead singer talking about anything. They have nothing to say. There's nothing.
Like, you wouldn't believe, like Hot Boyfriend and I worked together as recently as like a couple years ago, and there are industry heads that still don't listen to anything past the 80s and the 90s, and they don't believe that like some femme women artists belong in certain categories. And they'll say it's not a gender thing, but like, you know, like there's like a subtext to it, and as like
it's a misogyny thing. It's like
yeah, and especially as like and like I don't like to say it a lot, but like as like as a woman of like as an Asian American woman, like I can name in one hand how many there are in like in the DIY punk scene. Like we all, whether we like it or not, we all know each other and like we all do the same thing. We all have to convince people that like even on tour I had to be like, this is a bass, not a guitar, or like I'm not a vocalist. And like,
oh
you know,
yeah, same. I get the like, oh, you the singer? Like, no.
Yeah, it's like, no.
What do I look like? Come on.
Yeah, and like I remember at Iron Fest, there's an incredible festival in Cincinnati called Iron Fest, and we were there last year, this past November, as part of our tour. And there was this Asian woman that came up to me, and she was like I literally, like, she came up to me wild-eyed and just being like, I cannot believe you're here. And I was like, I can't. And I remember like seeing her too, and I was like, I can't believe you're here and we're the only two here. Like just like Asian femmes that like rock punk kind of DIY stuff, and we just hugged for a long time, because it was just like and then everyone around us was just like people we couldn't relate to at the end of the day. So it was yeah, it's needed.
Find people that you want to hang out with and start a band with them. And that's it. That's how you're gonna have the most fun and make the best music, or at least your best like expression of yourself. Like, just fucking find people that you like, that you would want to have a slumber party with, and that's your band. And you'll figure out the rest as you go along. Because yeah, that's what we did, and we have the best time together. It's just, yeah, it's great. So
100%. This is all chemistry. I'll speak for an individual. Being good isn't as important as you think it is. And I say that knowing that my bandmates are all technically better at their things than I am. And for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to matter too much, because we're having a really good time, and it's okay for me to not be perfect or really good at the thing.
Yeah, and it's so much more important to work with people that are like supportive and get you, and you know, like that's when your creativity blossoms and you give each other ideas and feedback. And yeah.
On a mission.
Cat's coming.
Emma's,
I really hope it's a cat.
What might be the heaviest cat on the eastern seaboard. But here, I'll put this on. This
nice.
Is
Yeah.
And here's some more. And here's some more. And I hope that the people that make these are like still in business, because like this stuff sounds like it's wild. Yeah.
Hotcakes. Oh, there's the chunker.
This is Fozzybelly. He likes belly rubs. He's 10 years old. He likes long walks on the beach.
And sometimes when Slut Magic is on tour and we're stranded trying to fix things, we'll like lay stuff out in like hotel parking lots and then make our own merchandise. I did not make this. I'm usually panicking. So I can't be creative.
That was on like the second day that I joined, or the first day that I came and joined, and then like the next morning we were just at a Goodwill and everyone was like, we're making shirts now. And I was like, okay.
My boyfriend's in a bathroom. Let's at least do something creative.
All right, yeah, we'll have some spray paint.
When we're in the U.S., we tour in a limousine that we bought on Craigslist in an alleyway in Long Island in cash, and we didn't die. So
yeah.
Yet.
Well, actually, you came pretty close.
Okay, yeah, I did.
We're
Slut Magic.
We'll
See
see
you
you
at Women Fest. Get loud
That
about
is exactly
women.
how our set goes, by the way.
On women.
That's exactly.
Yes.
Perfect.